搬起石头砸自己的脚，
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 搬起石头砸自己的脚。
水上路看人的，一个人看了4个人，拿了2个人走的，还有2个人
在那顶吧，应该是。
哦天哪，这怎么了？
近日，中国人民银行调查数据显示，我国城镇居民平均每户总资产达到317.9万元。我昨天的平均月收入不过5000元，今天我的总资产达到了300多万。在这里，我要特别感谢一个人，那就是我的夫人。她把我家的资产藏得太好了，不是央行告诉我，我到至今还不知道我有这么多钱。
结果别说这个人是
哦，你什么你？我也是300多万资产的人，不怕你。哎呦我的妈！
开姐嘞！
下雪了，5月了，5月份，哈尔滨下雪了。昨天还20多度呢。
哎，你看到没有？这是啥东西啊？
现在别多噻，多受点肉吃这个，瞄准到这。
好黑人喽，差滴点儿就打到人喽。
我差滴点儿。
环保的禁流系统，18年10月份竣工，是设计单位要过来吧？他们现在一路成都赶过来路上，目前1公里多，现在具体我们来统计啊，现在这韩国真的排查。
余生要走多远的路程，经过多少年，才能走到终点？好意在河北门上楼。
To support local airlines struggling, South Korea's transport ministry will pre-purchase over $1 million of plane tickets this year for officials' future travel plans. The ministry says it will buy $1.26 million worth of tickets. If the trips aren't taken within this year, the funds will be refunded.
5月1号下午，一架编号6648的黄色涂装 F-16测试机，居然在 APP 上显示从台中清泉岗飞越台海中线，直冲中国莆田。同一时间传出我军战机、军用直升机通讯都遭到干扰，疑似遭到中方新型电子战恶意干扰。
The Prime Minister believes there's no longer a reason for people to be working from home, as the National Cabinet will look at tomorrow to allow businesses to order employees back to the office.
Westpac is the latest bank to announce a huge slump in earnings.
It's fair to say we've never presented a result like this.
And here's why. Cash profit plunged 70% for the 6 months to the end of March. It's also set aside $2.24 billion to cover likely loan losses because of the economic impacts of COVID-19. All of that adds up to no dividend for shareholders in June.
Most of Japan will remain in this state of emergency for pretty much another month. Everything has slowed down here dramatically in the last few weeks. And of course, that's affecting the economy.
China tried to blame it first on some of our soldiers. That turned out to not go too far. And I really got very upset with that. That was not right. And then they tried to blame it on Europe.
You saw evidence that gave you a high confidence that the virus came from the Wuhan lab. Not that it was created there, perhaps, but that it came from there.
At the right time,
we're going to illuminate any more about that?
Yeah, we're going to be given a very strong report as to exactly what we think happened. And I think it'll be very conclusive. What they really treated the world badly on, they stopped people going into China, but they didn't stop people going into the USA and all over the world.
Administration, meanwhile, blasting China for its handling of the outbreak. President Trump saying Beijing made a huge mistake, as you just heard, trying to cover up the crisis. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo also ripping China for suppressing important information.
We've seen the fact that they kicked journalists out. We saw the fact that those who were trying to report on this, medical professionals inside of China, were silenced. They shut down reporting. All the kind of things that authoritarian regimes do. It's the way communist parties operate. This is classic communist disinformation effort that created enormous risk.
Let's bring in Fox News contributor Byron York. He is also the chief political correspondent for the Washington Examiner. He joins us now. Byron, good morning to you. So we'll get to the president's reaction last night in just a moment. But first to Mike Pompeo blasting China in that brand new interview.
The BBC of China opens their broadcast last night with a 3-minute beatdown on Stephen K. Bannon. The Global Times, which is the New York Post, it's the People's Daily is the New York Times. Global Times is the New York Post, the tabloid, which has 10 times more traffic in China, as you can imagine, and throughout the world than the more staid paper, does another beatdown. Why? It's not about me. It's about you. They're very concerned about a woke America. Once the deplorables, same thing happened in the Revolution, same thing happened in the Civil War, same thing happened in World War II. Remember, we never declared war on Adolf Hitler. He declared war on us after 8 years of watching this. We're slow to anger, and we're slow to say we want to go to war, right? But when we roll hard, and they know that. And that's why they're going to try to take out every person that's out there giving you the information to make sure we have a woke America and about our elites.
然后，战友们，我给香港北京人，你们记住，你们别忘了，你绑架我们这些离开的这几个关键的武汉实验室和香港的实验室的朋友，我告诉你，你们的家人、你们的师生女、你们的钱全在国外。如果你们要敢做过分的事情，你看我们怎么对付你。我再告诉你， 99.99%的共产党员都是好人。我们恨的就是那几个不超过100个家庭。班农先生在战斗时一再的态度承认啊，都按我们说的办啊。现在川普总统已经，我1星期前告诉你们了吧，要求中共赔的上万亿、20万亿。川普总统一定会取消和习近平总统的个人所谓的啊，我们是朋友哥们儿，一定会取消啊，不用质疑的，你们都看到了吧？啊，还有对共产党的调查一定的，而且武汉实验室、香港实验室，你谁也挡不住，全世界去调查你，啊，你绝对挡不住。你记住我今天说的话，你挡不住，有我在，你就挡不住。啊，现在你对这几个出来人家人的威胁，啊，你们都会罪上加罪，啊，不可饶恕。